I'm a big fan of Kamal, and it is one that I use for my deployments for Drift and Ruby. But for some, managing servers isn't really what they want to be doing, they just want to develop their code. And so Heroku was a great solution for a long time. And now there's a lot of competition in that space, like Fly.io, where you are able to have a platform as a service, very similar to Heroku. And there's also Render.com, which is also a great solution. But in this episode, we're going to be looking at DigitalOcean's app platform. And it is very similar to Heroku, where we can basically point to a GitHub repository or to a container image, and then it'll deploy it. So for this example, I'm going to select a repository, and we'll be using the main branch. And whenever code is pushed to this branch, it'll automatically deploy. And similar to Heroku, you'll get a lot of the real-time build logs that you can then monitor of everything happening as well. And I was looking at the DigitalOcean app platform about a year ago, and it really wasn't quite ready yet. I found that it still had a lot of issues around ES-Build and Yarn and supporting the latest version of Ruby on Rails. However, recently I've been messing around with it a bit more, and it's made a lot of progress. So it is something that I could recommend for those who want to be able to deploy their application, but don't want to get into the infrastructure side of things. Personally, I wouldn't use the app platform because I do have familiarity and I am comfortable with managing servers. However, I understand that there are some people who don't want that responsibility and they do want something like Heroku or one of the other offerings like the DigitalOcean app platform. And this episode is not sponsored by DigitalOcean and I'm not receiving any kickbacks for it. I just believe in their product. And while that's building, let's go ahead and look at some of the different features and the pricing for some of the different droplets that would be created. Because overall, I think you'll find that it's a lot cheaper than Heroku. It is more expensive than if you're running your own servers, but it really could be as low as $5 per month for the very basic option. And as you need more resources, it does scale up. And there is a pro section, which does give a lot more resources. So even their top of the line, 4 CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, it's still a couple $100 cheaper than Heroku per month. And once the application has successfully been deployed, we can visit the URL and we can see that our application is up and running. And so in this episode, we're going to look at all the different configuration options and just some of the recommendations I would have on creating your own app environment within the DigitalOcean app platform. And did you know that you can go to railsstore.com to get your own Ruby on Rails t-shirt or your Drift and Ruby t-shirt? To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftandruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.